times. We're just, saved from so much, so much. All right. Now let's go back to our theme script. Okay, one more. All right.
And you will again see the distinction between the righteous and the wicked, between those who serve God and those who do not.
You'll see a distinction. If you just live long enough, you'll see there's a distinction between those who serve God and those who do not.
Yes.
Yes. Now go back to Isaiah 58.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
You want me to continue from
Mhm.
5? Okay.
Look through 8.
Isaiah 58, 6. Is not this the fast that I have chosen? To loose the bands of wickedness, to undo the heavy burdens, and to let the oppressed go free, and that ye break every yoke? Is it not to deal thy bread to the hungry, and that thou bring the poor that are cast out to thy house? When thou seest the naked, that thou cover him, and that thou hide not thyself from thine own flesh? Then shall thy light break forth as the morning, and thine help shall spring forth speedily, and thy righteousness shall go before thee. The glory of the Lord shall be thy reward.
All right. Now, God is saying here what kind of fast he really wants. He said, it's not for you to just afflict your soul. That's not what I'm after. And it's not to bow down your head like a bulrush. And it's not to spread sackcloth. And they put at Lent in some denominations, you go and ashes put on your head at the beginning of Lent. And of course, in Bible days, they rolled in the ashes. They really put ashes on. But and had raggedy clothes. But we're not to appear as though we are denying ourselves.
Yes.
In other words, there were some people back east when they fasted, they would barely wash their face. And, just try to look bedraggled. So people would know, look all sad, so people would know, well, I'm on a fast. I'm on a fast. I'm fasting. And look, wash your face, comb your hair, brush your teeth.
Right on. I agree.
Please.
Amen.
And if you wear makeup, put something on for heaven's sake. Don't look bedraggled. Don't look bedraggled. Just the world doesn't have to know that you're fasting.
Amen.
Even if you haven't had any food all day long. Nobody has to know that. Amen?
Amen.
So that's the way you fast. In other words, you don't try to impress other people.
No.
Fasting is not to impress people. He said, as we read, to make your voice to be heard on high. So you can say, well, I fasted for 10 days. How long have you fasted? Well, so? I mean, are you more spiritual than I am? Have you done, how many miracles have you done since you fasted? How many dead people did you raise? Yeah. I mean, what has been accomplished through you, through your fasting? Fasting is important, but the real crux of the matter is what you're really doing is getting flesh out of the way so that God can be manifested. That's what fasting is about, getting flesh out of the way, because flesh likes this, that, and the other. You know what your this, that, and the other is. And so when you deny yourself of this, that, and the other, you're getting flesh out of the way so God can be magnified. Plus, if you're doing without some of the fasts that we do, you're not doing a lot of cooking and eating. You're not spending all that time, but you're spending time eating the Word.
Amen.
And somebody came by today. I had a dinner with a baked sweet potato Sunday. And I had a portion of it left. Well, I had 2 portions left because I ate part of it yesterday. That was 2 days, right? And I was finished up today, and they said, "Oh, you're not supposed to have no sweets." And I said, I didn't argue the point, but the point was not the kind of sweets that are God made. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. There was no candied sweet potatoes. It was just a fake sweet potato with no sugar on it. And so they thought I was doing something off that I had said. I said, no, what I said was candy cookies, no candy cookies, pies, and donuts, and that kind of stuff. Stuff that you put sugar on, or that you make sweet. Otherwise, you couldn't have no grapes or no oranges or no apples, because they're sweet too. Understand?
Understand.
Everybody get that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So you're saying I eat cereal or wheat, so like that, just to put no sugar on it?
Well, I mean, that's why I told you at the beginning, let's not be so religious about this. When I say religious, I mean, let's not be so, I need another word. Yeah, in other words,
The law, the letter of the law. The letter of the law.
rigid is a good word. Rigid is a good word. So rigid. You can put a little sugar on your cereal. You can put some sugar in it. But the point is, stuff that is cereal cake?
No.
Is it cookies?
No.
No.
Is it pie?
No.
Is it a donut?
No.
Well, then I think you could eat your
Cereal.
cereal. You see what I'm saying?
Luxury item.
You didn't put no jelly on your toast, did you? Okay, I'm trying to make it as plain as possible. It's not so rigid, but it's just sweets that are like desserts or breakfast desserts, sweet rolls and pancakes and yogurt, huh? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know, but yogurt is sweet. Yogurt is sweet.
Yeah, yogurt's fine. Yogurt's fine.
Thank you, Pastor.
Yogurt's fine. Yogurt's fine. Yeah, and I mean, it's not gonna hurt to put a little sugar on your cereal, a little, but we're trying to stay away from sugary drinks like Pepsis and Cokes and Kool-Aid and, that kind of stuff. Those sugary drinks, because you're making those, well, it's just hard to put it in black and white, but somebody gave the nice word, rigid, not so rigid.
Yes.
We don't need to be so rigid. But you do need to stay away from the things that you know are tempting. Huh? That are so tempting as it relates to sweets and red meats and steaks and well, I don't know, chops, pork chops and all that stuff. We're trying to eliminate from your diet the things that you really think you have to have.
Right.
Stuff you think you have to have. Some folks say, I can't do without my Pepsi, or I can't do without my Kool-Aid, or I can't do without whatever, my bacon with my eggs. You don't have to have bacon with your eggs. You can have eggs without bacon, can't you?
Yeah. Or like carrots and greens, something like that you can eat with that, but all that crazy stuff in it. In other words, just greens. I go
Yeah, well,
Walmart and get the
That's why prayer is so important.
I don't want to take up any more time. Just let your conscience be your guide.
Right on.
Okay. If your conscience condemns you,